Well, I asked you one of the critical answer questions. We've just answered it.
Yeah, there you go.
On Steve Madden, he obviously ended up doing more time than you did, and you were responsible for that. Did you feel guilt about all the people who went to prison because you basically wired yourself up and ratted on them?
Not Steve Madden at all. Because, number one, Steve Madden, I think he's a great guy and everything, but he didn't go to jail just because of me. There was 6 other people. He was doing the same thing with me, and it was 6 people who were together.
Have you spoken to him since?
I haven't. And then the reason he did more time than I did is I think he had some issues when he was in jail. So that
but you got less time because you basically ratted out others. How do you feel about that now?
It's a good question, and there's 2 sides to that coin because, you know, what do you? There's the part of it that says, well, I'm supposed to do the right thing and be an upstanding citizen, and there's crimes committed, and I should help bring those people to justice. That's really the moral high ground. Really, I did the right thing.
The other half is you're ratting your friend.
The other half is ratting your friend, right? So it's a really ethical
You do
dilemma.
the same again.
I think the way I split that was in the movie. I didn't actually rat my friend when I slipped him a note.
You ratted the ones you didn't really like very much.
Well, it wasn't really. It was ones that weren't really personal friends. I felt because that was. You're right. It was an incredibly tough ethical dilemma I faced, and in the end, the real agent Coleman, was an amazing guy. I have nothing but the highest, regard and respect for him. He was really instrumental in helping me deal with that ethical dilemma.
No regrets.
What?
No regrets.
It's not that I don't have regrets. Of course, I have regrets about it, but I think I know that I made the right decision morally and ethically.
In the end, you're a salesman. If you've taken a more legitimate path, you're probably the greatest salesman in the world. Here's a pen. In the movie, we see Jordan Belfort sell a pen. Sell me the pen.
Okay, here's what I'm going to meet you halfway with this, and I'll give a little sales training here about the trap of selling a pen. So when you tell someone to sell a pen like this, there's no context to sell you a pen because I don't know anything about you. I don't know what type of pens you use and whatnot. So when you do this to a salesperson, they'll say some really wacky stuff. So the best thing to say is I would say to you, Pierce, how long have you been in the market for a pen?
I've wanted a pen for 3 months.
So you've been looking for a pen for 3 months now?
Yes.
Really? And what type of pens do you typically use when you use a pen?
I like a nice, easy-to-use ballpoint pen or something.
Okay, so now just so you know what I'm doing, so I want to teach a little bit here, is that the idea is that when you sell someone something is you need to be asking questions first to qualify, to find out what someone's needs are, what they like. The big mistake of salesmen, pen, this is the best pen in the world. Pierce, it writes upside down, so obviously it defies gravity, it's cheap. So if you do that, you sound like a moron, basically.
But are you going to give me truthful responses to
here's the answer. If you would have said to me, I don't really use a pen. I said, oh, really? Will you be in the market for a pen in all the next few weeks or so? You'd say, no. I said, have a nice day. I'm going to go find someone who wants a pen. I don't want to sell someone a pen that doesn't need a pen. So the first thing you do is ask questions. How often do you use a pen? What type of pen do you use? So that's the way to really do this correctly. Otherwise, you're basically just jamming a pen down someone's throat.
Jordan Belfort, if the one thing I've learned tonight, it is how to sell a pen. From the master salesman. Hey, it's good to talk to you.
My pleasure.
And it's a fascinating thing. Let's go and meet some of your victims. I'd enjoy that. That's all for us tonight.